Hey guys, today I will solve Leetcode challenge number 20, valid parentheses. In this challenge we are given a string that contains only this kind of brackets, and we'll have to determine if it's a valid sequence of brackets or not. So now let's look at an example here. Um, this string is valid because the first bracket matches the last one. These two match each other, these two match each other, and these two match each other. So to solve this challenge, we'll use a stack. Let's draw a stack now. Mhm. And we'll iterate over our string and put opening parentheses on top of our stack. So let's iterate. We see that the first bracket is an opening one, so we put it on top of our stack. We see that the second one is opening, so we put it on top of our stack. The third one is closing and it matches the bracket that is on top of our stack, so we pop this one from the top of our stack and we move on. We see that this one is opening, so we put it here. We see that this one is opening, so we put it here. This one is closing and it matches the top bracket of our stack, so we pop it. Um, this one is closing and it matches top bracket of our stack, so we pop it too. And this one is closing and it matches top bracket of our stack, so we pop this one too. So now we can see that the stack is empty at the end of iteration, so this string is a valid one. Let's look at another example. For example, this kind of string. We start to iterate it. We see an opening bracket, we put it on top of our stack. We see a closing one, we try to match it with the top bracket of our stack, but they don't match, so we can't pop this one from our stack, and this string is not valid. And now let's look at the last case. Um, for example, this one. We put it on top of our stack. We see that second one is closing and it matches this one, so we pop it from our stack and we try to match the last one, but our stack is empty now and we have nothing to match it with, so the string is not valid too. So now let's write the code here. For the stack we'll use std vector of chars. We'll name it stack. Then we'll iterate over our string and we'll do exactly what we have discussed when looking the examples. So we'll check if our current bracket is an opening one. Then we will put it on top of our stack. We'll push it back. Else, if our bracket is closing one, we'll check if our stack is empty. Then we'll immediately return false because we can't match it with any bracket. Our stack is empty. And now we'll check if our closing bracket is this kind of bracket, we'll check if the bracket on top of our stack matches it. Then we will pop it from our stack, and else we'll return false. If the bracket on top of our stack doesn't match the current bracket, then we'll return false. And we will do this check for the two other kind of brackets, but to avoid code duplication, which we can initialize a map here. Map of pairs. So this bracket will match this one. This bracket will match this one. And this bracket will match this one. So to avoid duplicating this part of code for the other two brackets, we will just check if the bracket on top of our stack matches, pairs, matches the bracket is equals to the bracket that is the pair of our current bracket. And we won't need this kind of check. We'll just pop it back here, and if it doesn't match, we'll return false. And at the end of our function, we'll check if our stack is empty, then we'll return true. And if our stack is not empty, then we'll return false. We can do it with this statement. We'll just return stack dot empty. Now let's check our solution. Oh. Okay, seems. Oh, it is std, not st. Sorry. So we see that our solution is accepted, and that means that everything's okay here. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. I will put more videos with explanations, and also you can write in the comments below which Leetcode video you want me to explain. So thank you once again for watching, and bye.